welcome to the Midnight Ride with Gray Man Prepping. I hope you got your saddles all cinched down tight and are ready for a ride tonight. Got some interesting stuff to go over here. And go ahead and get that out of the way. All right. And let's see who's all, let's go up here and hit comments and see who's all in here. First one in was Walt Rogers, and he's if you caught the thing where I explained about the the changeover to those that want to be receive the bonus stuff and not have to give 60% to the platform. There's a way of doing it, and so we may mention that again tonight. But Walt Rogers has made the switch. He's now a member of the emoji prepper emoji or emoji preppers. That's it, emoji preppers. And then Mark came in, Chef Tech. This ticks me off because he used to be commenting all the time, and it was Walt Rogers, and he had his thing and everything else, and then he wasn't doing he has been cruising for the last 9 months or so, and when he went to go use it again, it came up as different. So yeah, so he had to change it to Walt.Rogers. Anyways, yeah. Kaylin Strain's been a member for 36 months, and she's on the beginner prepper level. Let's see. Current temperature there in Des Moines is 10 degrees with a wind chill of -10. Shadow Scout Sweet is here. Saying good morning, everybody. And Mark is saying, come on, it's going by. 45 today, 30, 18 tomorrow morning. Yeah. And Diana's here, and Took by V is here. All righty. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 11 news articles to go over, and then we're going to shift gears and cover a bunch of other stuff as well. Of those 11, 2, 3, 4, 5 were sent to me by Kaylin. So, hey, guys, if you have some interesting news going on in your area locally and stuff, and you want to get it shouted out here, send however you get it, electronically, send me a clip of it or whatever, or a link to it. Oh, yeah. Okay, so first one. Oh, hang on. I got to get in this. I was in there before, and I got to get in there again so I can totally blast this one. Let's open this up, open that up. All right. These California cities ranked among the nation's most rodent-infested following a ban on rat poisons. Terminix has reviewed the top 50 most rodent-infested cities in the country, and here's where California landed on the list. And I can tell you right now, they grouped cities to put less. We'll get to it. Let me see. Okay, Los Angeles is ranked as the rattiest city in the state and second only to New York nationwide. And most of New York's rodents are in politics. Let's see. So where's the list? Let me get down here to the list here. This is where it's wrong. Okay. So you got New York, yes. Los Angeles, yes. Number 3 is not number 3. Number 3 is 3, 4, and 5. San Francisco, it says San Francisco hyphen Oakland hyphen San Jose. No, those are way apart. There's a huge body of water between San Francisco and Oakland. It's called the San Francisco Oakland Bay. San Jose, if you're driving from San Francisco or Oakland down to San Jose during rush time, you're looking at a couple hours. It's almost faster to drive on the surface streets. Next is Philadelphia, then Chicago, and then you got Washington, D.C., and in parentheses it says Hagerstown, Houston, Texas, Dallas/Fort Worth, Boston, in brackets, Manchester, Atlanta, Georgia, Detroit, Baltimore, and then another one for California, all grouped together, which are freaking hours apart, literally on the freeway. You have Sacramento, Stockton, and Modesto. And on a clear day, to drive from Sacramento to Modesto is an hour and a half. They are not next to each other. Hartford and New Haven, Connecticut grouped together. Tampa, St. Pete, or is that St. Petersburg? Not sure. Sarasota, Florida. Cleveland, Akron, and in parentheses, Clinton, Ohio. Denver, Orlando, Daytona Beach, and Melbourne, Florida. Indianapolis. These are just the top 25. You got Seattle, Tacoma. All right. Those are the top 25, which actually that is the top 40 because they group a bunch together there. All righty. Let's get out of that. So, yeah. So there's a lot of ratty cities. Let's see. Luxury retailer files for bankruptcy in California. And actually it goes in, affects more stores across the nation. But, the Californians got to cry about California. At least the leftists do. All right. So the company that owns Saks Fifth Avenue, Neiman Marcus, Bergdorf Goodman, Saks Off Fifth, Last Call, and Horchow is declaring bankruptcy. So that's the parent company is Saks Global. It's the holding company that owns all those others. It's filed for Chapter 11 in bankruptcy court for the Southern District of Texas, but covering everything in the United States. There are about 33 Saks stores, 36 Neiman Marcus locations, one of which was in Walnut Creek not too long ago. And yeah, anyways, but yeah, so there's if you have something on there, things are either stuff may be going on sale real quick as they try to liquidate stuff and get things going. I've heard of all but the last two I've heard of. All right. Let's go over here. West Des Moines Hot Sauce Company is suing a Canadian company, which was the one they had the contract with to mass produce their hot sauce, and the company there changed stuff up and didn't do it right, and people got sick from it, and the Des Moines company had to eat all the expenses, so they're suing the company that was producing it for them for screwing up the formula and screwing things up. So make sure if you're gonna come up with a good tasting barbecue sauce or hot sauce or whatever, make sure you get a reputable company to market for you, and make sure you have in the contract that they can't substitute fillers and stuff like that you don't approve of. All right. This one's the medical director at the Des Moines Area Health Spa fined $10,000 by the Iowa Board of Medicine. The doctor is supposed to be there so many hours to keep an eye on the nurses and oversee stuff. And I think, let me go in here. I think he was there only for like 10 hours a month. Let's see what it says here. No. 2 to 3 hours a month is the entire time he was there. And he's supposed to be overseeing everybody. He's in charge of it, but he's not there. Yeah. need more people to be taking taking the task like that for their scripts. Okay, let me get it. I got to get this. Make sure I get this one right. This is good news. Governor proposes over-the-counter ivermectin sales in Iowa. They tried to get Governor Little here in Idaho to do it, and he revealed himself to be a demon rat in Republican clothing. And let me go into this. Did this one go? This one doesn't get. I had to look it up to go find out, but there were several other states that are doing the same thing. But the latest one here is Iowa doing it. I believe. Yeah, nothing in the short article here, but yeah. So there's at least 2 other states doing the same thing. Alrighty, let's see the next one here. Here is a BS one. Measles at the 33-year high in California. No, they're not. I went back. I found the records before they could bury them. When I first saw it, I went did a quick deep dive. No, they're about a tenth of what the high was. So yeah, the leftists are pushing it. Oh, measles! We need to get the vaccine out. Make kids take the measles vaccine, which has never been tested. It's been compared to other previous vaccines, but in itself has never been tested for safety. All right. Next one here. Oh, all right. Bay Area congressman running for California governor accused of not living in the state. Let's see where he lives. Let's see who this is. This is Representative Eric Stillwell. Dublin filmmaker and right-wing activist Joel Gilbert has filed a petition alleging that Representative Eric Stillwell is ineligible to run for governor of California because he does not live in the state. All right. He alleges that Stillwell, an East Bay congressional representative who declared his candidacy in November, has declared Washington, D.C. as his home as his principal residence and mortgage filings. Yeah, so because the guy is doing the rich man thing, he's saying, we caught you. Yeah. So let's see here. Okay. Yeah. So someone's if anything, he should get in trouble for saying that. It basically goes on to say how much time he's here in California and down in Dublin, California, and is seen around there all the time, except when he's back working, which is what he should be here, except when he's back working. But his house in California is paid for, house in DC's not, and so that's why he has his mortgage things running that way there. They pulled a Brady Bunch measles episode. Outbreak in New York. Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Airport worker found dead at SFO. I did not get a chance to go in and read this one. Come on. Oh. So a airport worker was found under some pallets at San Francisco airport. How he got there, they're not. It says it is unclear how he ended up under the the cargo pallet. No other vehicles were involved in the incident, but okay, the cargo pallet is the thing that moves cargo around. It's like a little forklift type thing out there. So evidently it got parked on top of him. He must have pissed somebody off. Come on, there we go. Let's get back over here. Okay. Here's the only thing that California can go yay about, because popular supermarket chains to open the largest location in the San Francisco Bay Area, and this is the flagship store will include the company's new multi-level prototype, including food hall, dine-in restaurant, and it is H Mart is opening the largest United States location in Fremont, California. So wherever H Mart is from, I've never heard of H Mart. It might be one of the ones from Texas down there. Anyways, yeah, so they're opening up a big fancy dancy thing there. Oh, headline, Kaylin sent me this one. What to know about President Donald Trump's upcoming Iowa visit next week. And come on, give me the information. Yeah, all it says is officials have not provided details on the time or exact location of Trump's speech. So much about nothing on that one. But coming to Iowa Tuesday, and so this will be next Tuesday is when he's coming. I checked the date and stuff on it from this article. And okay. Going back to the Des Moines, what's it here? Des Moines. Come on, ads. Get freaking ads popping up here. The former superintendent of Iowa's largest school district, who's arrested by federal immigration agents, drew national attention, expected to plead guilty Thursday in court to charges he falsely claimed to be a U.S. citizen and illegally possessed firearms. Yeah, kick his butt back to Guyana, South America. Yeah, kick him out of here. Boom. Okay, there was something else I want to see. Yeah, okay. Just a second here. They're just going through all the crimes and stuff he did and all the things he made, I think. So yeah, he's pleading guilty. He's going to be deported. And back here, that was the last one. That's the last of the news. Yay! All right, hang on a second here. I got to change something here. Going to drop the news, do this, and then drop come on. Man, this thing's going slow. Oh, Google Chrome not responding. Oh, there, now it's responding. Oh, he could do 20 years. If they're smart, they're not going to make him do 20 and pay for him to be here for 20 years. They're just going to kick his butt out. All right. All right, there's that. And so I expect to see Mark and Shadow popping up here shortly. And I need to put, which one? This one here up. And there is the sofa survivalist. Hey, I've started working on doing Jabba the Prepper.
Well, we'll have to do a live on my channel soon.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out the AI graphic stuff like that. I'm going to try to take it, make it look kind of like Jabba, but more human, just a real big blob.
Yeah, with some sexy woman, just put your wife's face on it.
No. With a chunky bit for tuna standing next to me.
Oh, there you
go. Okay. You ready for some you guys, you ready for some memes?
Sure.
Here we go. What liberal processors think we see, what we actually see. Yeah. Yep.
You didn't see my comment. Greenland is about to be renamed Orange Land.
Yeah. Nah.
That was just a meme. I saw that. It was funny.
Yeah. So I don't know who anybody else remembered this, but I got this the day after. Oh, that was one of my favorite shows.
Oh, my favorite show? Chopper One. Remember Chopper One?
No.
Oh, come on.
I do remember this and Adam 12 and having crossovers between these because these were both Jack Webb productions.
Yeah, Chopper One was a LA helicopter police thing. It ran for like 4 years because I lived in Maine when that came on, and I was glued to the TV when I was 6 years old.
Yeah. Anyways, in high school, the English teacher had us pick a TV show and write a script for it. So I wrote a script for Emergency, Adam 12, and Dragnet.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. A crossover in the same universe. All right. Next one here. This one is, you got to think about this one, fun people, and it is absolutely funny here on it. So Back to the Future 3, Doc Brown mistakenly goes back along the timeline and ends up in a galaxy far, far away. This accidentally creates a religion known as Mandalorian, a misrepresentation of the phrase "man in DeLorean."
Okay, that's funny.
That is funny, considering he was in this is the scene from him in The Mandalorian. Yeah, he was in it.
Are you gonna send me that one? I have a couple friends that would be hysterical. It was probably on Facebook, right?
Yeah, it was Facebook. Yeah, I'm not sure who put. Oh, it was It wasn't Mandalorian. It was something about Star. It was one of the Star Wars ones that posted a lot of Star Wars memes and stuff. All right, next one here. Daniel Moore. All right, hang on. Let's take this down for a second. If you guys want some really cool history taught by a fat electrician who goes deep diving on this stuff, Nick, the fat electrician, that's his channel, did a presentation on Daniel Morgan. And it was absolute. And he basically, Daniel Morgan is credited with creating the first special forces of the United States Army.
Wasn't that Captain Morgan's dry cousin? Okay. Sorry, I had to go there.
Daniel Morgan's group. Here comes Shadow. Hey, Shadow.
Good morning.
There he is.
Daniel Morgan's group, was it the Kentucky Riflemen? There's something of the Riflemen. Were just absolutely terrorized the British so bad that Cornwallis sent 2/3 of his army after them, trying to get him, and they led him around through everything else, around swamps, everything else, and were taking out officers left and right.
That's because they didn't play by the military rules of engagement where you stand in a line and shoot each other.
No, they played by the rules of, you want to shoot at our people, we're going to shoot officers first.
Yeah. And that was against their rules, so they got upset.
Yeah. But yeah, he was a brilliant strategist. He was one of the ones who devised the strategy for cowpens, where they really beat the crap out of a superior British force and just suckered them into a trap. Which, if you watch the movie Patriot with Mel Gibson, the one where at the end of the movie, where all the guys go over the hill and run right into the regulars, and when the militia retreated, yeah, that was Daniel Morgan's. That was his actual thing. One of my grandmother's favorite heroes too, from the Revolutionary War. Did I go 2 or did I go 1? I think I just went 1. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I haven't sent it yet. I'm thinking about sending this to my wife the next time my youngest gets mouthy. He's paying rent. He's paying rent, but sometimes he gets a little uppity about stuff and say, "Yeah, you don't have the budget to have that tone with your mother, dude." This one. I agree with it, and it torqued me off because they're trying to raise the minimum retirement age to 70.
Of course they are.
But what about all those who retired already and aren't 70? Do we got to go back to work? Are they going to stop our payments?
Dude, we all know it's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Because when you die, it's not like a 401k or a whatever IRA. You don't leave it to anybody. Oh, they just keep the rest. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's such a big BS. Hopefully something will happen where they'll be like, yeah, here's all your money back. Do what you want with it. But I doubt that.
Tammy Harder's in the house. Woo-hoo. Yeah, it'd be nice for them to say, all right, you've gotten this you paid in this much. You've gotten this much so far. Here's the rest of it. You have to invest it in a retirement account. Tell us what retirement account, and we'll deposit it for you. I would love to see that.
Yeah, but they're going to keep taxing it because supposedly the federal government's not taxing it now, but the states will.
Yeah.
And California will be like, oh, you're not paying any federal tax. We're only charging you 12%. We're going to raise that to 40% to make sure, you don't get as much money and we get more. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't afford anything.
Yep.
All right. This is a good one. If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Oh, wait, that's the opposite of what Democrats do. If the plan doesn't work, change the goal, not the plan.
Yeah. All right. But this is a cool piece of information. I mean, inspirational, whatever. Yeah. All right. I saw this one today.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Trans Team 6 has left the basement, are in full alert mode in Minneapolis.
Now, if he does something with the thing he's holding, it'll be the person's fault, not what he's holding's fault.
Yeah.
Notice I'm not using specific words, but yes.
Yeah. This is another good one I found today.
Yeah.
I think this next one is going to be very important to everybody out there. I think it's the next one here. No, it's not. This is the funny one.
Trojan pizza.
Not a Trojan horse, Trojan pizza. Oh, the seed catalogs are coming out, folks.
I already got like 4 sitting in my my kitchen here.
Have you guys started planting your garden yet? You know, seed catalogs are coming.
I like to surprise myself.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's it.
The weather system coming as far as we know it. Over here we got this. No, it's not over here yet. There's the weather map, folks. Oh, I threw this one in. I saw it. I wasn't going to throw it, except I saw this this week at Walmart. Not this particular picture. I saw this reaction. Let me make it a little bit bigger so everybody can read it and see.
Yeah.
Thinking, looking pretty. Like the lady was there. She goes, "Holy crap! I don't know what the hell do I look like."
Yeah.
I almost fell down laughing. It was like it's all I could do to control myself and just swipe my last things and get the hell out of there before I busted up laughing.
So I went to Lowe's yesterday to pick up a pipe extension I need, for like $2. And I get to the self checkout, and I know I'm there because I'm in there a lot. And I saw the girl, and I was, or whatever she is. I saw the girl. I was just like, I'm so sorry I missed the Christmas employee party. She's like, yeah, we thought we sent you an invite, but you didn't answer your email. She was laughing her ass off because, the self checkout. And I always ask them, like, when's the employee Christmas party? When's the employee? I was like, did you guys get anything like a $5 gift card for like something? She's like, no, it was a potluck. Bring your own and just have fun. I'm like, oh, you would have loved it if I showed up.
All right. Tammy's saying that, the trees are exploding from the cold.
Ow.
So evidently still sap was still flowing in some of them. Now it's
it's because it got cold, the sap went down and it warmed up, so the sap started coming up, and then it did a massive drop. So now they're just probably cracking and popping everywhere.
There's going to be a lot of trees coming down in the next couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Kaylin, haven't gotten any catalogs, but my seed container with open pack is in reach. Yeah,
I have that problem. I'm like, ooh, I like this, I like that. I go upstairs and look at my 5-gallon bucket of seeds. I'm like, yeah, I really don't think I need to buy anything this year. I got things I didn't plant 2 years ago.
I got one of those cardboard crates from Sam's Club with all the baskets of strawberries or something come in, and I got all the stacked up seeds in there.
Yep. This might be the year you don't need to buy any seeds, but we always think to ourselves like, well, I'm going to plant all these. Let me just buy these just in case, and I'll have them for next year. Yeah, you know how that goes. We're all like that. Yeah. Anybody who plants for themselves, we all do the same thing. I probably have seed packets up there that are like 6-7 years old that I'm going to have to look at and go, all right, I'm going to plant 90 of them and hope 3 of them pop up.
Okay, so this one I thought was just kind of funny here. 1 million years BPS, before paper scissors.
Rock.
But, I'm thinking about taking that and going over the bottom of it here and putting the thing is decision making at the DNC.
Yeah.
Democratic National Convention. All right. Maybe the next one is the important one. Notice I still got some more. I picked up a couple today. 1 or 4 or 24 inches. Doesn't matter. Yep. You idiots can't drive on dry roads anyways.
Welcome to the East Coast.
Yeah.
So my wife. Okay, I'll let you finish with these.
Okay. All right. So Homeland Security investigations and FBI agents arrested Nikema Levy Armstrong, who played a key role in orchestrating the church riots in St. Paul, Minnesota.
Oh yeah, wait till what's his name gets his.
Yeah. There was another one I didn't bring it up. Someone else I just caught just as the countdown was going on, so I didn't pull it up. Of someone else that was just arrested, and the comment was, you got yours, buddy. Okay, next one here. Here we go. This is the one. All right. All right, hang on. I'm going to make it bigger and just drop the guy out of it for a second. Barack Obama's ICE chief received an award for 920,000 removals. Donald Trump's ICE chief was called the Nazi. It's the same person. Tom Homan. In 2012, Obama deported 409,000 people. Trump deported 290 people. The difference is mainstream media brainwashing.
Yeah, did he
one president, this is a hero, the other one, he's not a hero.
Yeah, but is that an actual picture or is that a
Oh, that's an actual picture. You can find it all over. You find it old ones all over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not an AI generated for a meme.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's I went looking to see if I can find one where see if there was other ones on it. And he goes, one's from a side, and other photographers taking the picture there. All right. Can you explain how Snap doubled in 2020 and hasn't come back down?
Oh, that must be because all those COVID people lost their jobs, and they're still collecting it. No, I'm kidding, but yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. But yeah, so it went. What I find amazing is that it really didn't hit the U.S. until January 2020, but they jacked it up a whole bunch in this in November, December, after certain people, not naming names.
Well, they had to show people just walking down the street and dropping dead, which never happened here.
Yeah. But anyway. It started in mid-November through for 6 weeks there. The spending on food stamps went up dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
Before it had been named out, even though some of us in November were reporting on it. Okay, is that the last one? That's the last one.
So my wife got a dirty look out of me tonight, which is rare because if I do that, I usually get smacked. We're outside and playing with the dog, and she just got home, and she's like, "Do we have gas? Is your generator work?" All these things about the upcoming snowpocalypse, which we may or may not get. do we have enough of this? Do we have candles? Do we have this? I'm like, I didn't even say a word. I just sat there like tilting my head to the side and giving her this.
Yeah, you're going.
I'm like, and eventually I'm like, seriously, honey. Well, I know, but I'm like, you are acting like every person out there who doesn't have anything, freaking out at the last second. I said, would you like me to run out and buy 10 cases of toilet paper, 100 gallons of milk? And she's like, no. I'm like, right. Well, what if we lose power? I was like, I have 2 generators. Well, what if we have no light? I have candles. I have more Craftsman batteries charged up, ready to go. I got a Jackery.
Yeah.
I said, do we need to light this whole house up like nothing's wrong? No. I'm like, stop. Just stop. I said, you're going to be at work anyway. You have a generator there. Yeah, and, whatever. She's a nurse. So, yeah, she'll be fine. Well, what if the snow's too bad? I'm like, I'll come and get you. Throw a bag in the car. You'll work a mile away. Throw a bag in the car. If you have to sleep there for the night, I don't want to sleep there. I'm like, if I can't get to you, 2 choices. Sleep there, walk home. That's all. I ain't walking. I'm like, right.
Does she have
bag? She has nothing in the car.
Does she have ice cleats?
And we're not getting, we probably won't get the ice. Here's the good news about if we get snow here. The asphalt temperature is already below freezing. So if it snows, it's going to be, and it's supposed to, if it does snow, our temperature is going to be around 15, which means it's going to be powder. No ice, no sleet, no freezing rain, powder. And I'm not worried. I'm like, okay, I'll come and walk. I will walk to you with the dog who's 13. I said, and we'll walk you home. Well, I can't walk that far. I'm like, then sleep there. Your car will be fine.
Yeah.
But this is the attitude that everybody else has of it's coming. And everybody I talked to and all her friends, Sam's Club packed. All the local grocery stores, and today's Thursday.
Yeah.
They're getting out early because they don't want to wait till Saturday because they won't be able to. I said, I'm not, I usually shop on Saturdays. I said, I ain't going anywhere. I'm not going to waste my time.
Yeah. Is that one? Okay. Let me, yes.
Yeah, Caitlin's like, she bought a bag of coffee. I will probably go out and buy, and I haven't had ice cream in probably 2 years. I'll go out and buy a thing of Haagen-Dazs, and I just sit in the front window eating my ice cream, watching the idiots try to drive in 14 inches of snow and winding up in a ditch.
Yeah.
because they're stupid.
I'm trying to find something here. It was I didn't pull it up because I didn't think I needed to. But it fits perfect into what you're talking about right now.
Yeah, Shadow's sitting there looking like, y'all really do that in the snow when it's going to snow? We live like that every day.
Some idiots do it. Yeah.
I wouldn't walk home. I would stay with the car. Actually, it's much safer.
My wife's in a hospital. They have rooms for nurses if it's snowing out to just they bunk up. I don't want to have anybody else in the room with me. I snore. I'm like, okay, whatever. Yeah. Everybody else snores too. You won't hear each other, or none of you will sleep, and it won't really matter. Now, will it?
Well, I snore too.
I could pick up an extra 12-hour shift and just stay awake and drink coffee. I'll get you in the morning.
Okay, I gotta do this. Here we go here. I'm saving a picture. I'm trying to find an image that Courtney at White Family Farm put out. And basically, it was the stores, the Walmart near her, and it wasn't that bad off. And then she posted another one of that someone else posted. She put that one up too, and that one's cleaned out. I mean, the dairy section is empty, and then make sure she didn't come in while I was grabbing stuff. Wendy at Hardknack Farms put out a video this morning when she went to the local, the regional grocery store that they have there, and there was practically nobody there. And the shelves looked okay. I mean, looked really okay. And it's like, and because everyone that she's heard there in Oklahoma, people were already screaming and buying stuff up and doing everything else.
Yep. But you wonder why Shadow and you and me, we all talk about this stuff. What are you going to do if? What are you going to do if? How are you going to be? Well, I really don't need much. I just might need to add a couple minor things. It's the 99.9% of the rest of the world that doesn't even think about it until it is literally on top of them. Then they flip out. And those are the ones that we would have to kind of worry about if something long-term did happen. Sorry, I'm going off on a whole different tangent for the prepping community here. But it's like, why? And I was never like that. Yeah. It's like, my wife's like, go to the store. It's like, for what? What do we need? Do we have milk? We got like 3/4 of a gallon of milk. It's just the two of us. And I'm the only one that drinks it. Okay. Yeah. Do we need bread? Well, I have my bread. I'm like, well, I don't need bread. Why do you want me to buy bread? Do we need, what else do you think we need? Well, just get stuff in case we want to make soup. It's like, I have everything to make soup. I have everything to make anything. And if we can't make anything, we don't need anything because we have plenty of food.
Yeah.
This,
I like this one here, telling her about the Somali man who started a GoFundMe because he claims he's suffering from life-altering PSTD after ICE detained him.
Yeah.
Well, here's your reward: a free ticket. We're dropping you back off in Somalia.
Wait,
here's your parachute too.
It's free food over at the daycare center. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not.
We'll drop him here.
Yeah, the Leering Center. Yeah. They're short on food.
Even more snow and ice.
They closed the Leering Center.
Oh, I love that. That's the sign. Instead of saying learning, it was Leering, Lear.
Yeah. We're smart. Well, get out of here, you racist.
I saw the funniest AI. It's the one with was it the gorilla or was it? No, it was the gorilla, not Sasquatch.
Bigfoot,
Yeah, he goes into the
the Wearing Center.
no, he goes into a bookstore.
Mm.
And the lady behind the counter, you can tell what she is just the way they drew her up, animated her and everything, the nose rings and the everything else. Anyways, and he goes, "Hey, do you have that book on how to deport illegal aliens?" And she yells back at him, "Get the hell out of here!" And he goes, "Yeah, that's the name of the book. You got it?"
Yeah, in hardback. I was just going to say the same thing. Yeah, I'm looking for the book that Donald Trump wrote about deporting illegals. Get the hell out of here. Yeah, that's the one. Do you have it in hardback? Yeah.
Yeah, hardback or paperback or hardback.
Yeah.
Shadow, what's your weather supposed to look like for the next several days? Are you supposed to be getting any storms coming down where you're at, or is it going to be?
I'm gonna check.
He doesn't really care. He's like, it's winter time. We get snow. It's cold.
Yeah.
I go to work. Leave me alone.
Today we will have cloudy, no snow, but we will have temperatures around -5 to -7, wind 3 meters per second.
Okay.
On Sunday we will probably have -17.
Yeah.
Minus
All right,
17 Celsius. That's
nice.
like 9, 10.
Yeah.
All right, here's what mine is. Friday, high is 29 degrees, decreasing clouds. Low is 7 Friday night, 25 on Saturday. Low is 10, 29, back up to 29, low 13, 30. Oh, we get above freezing for a high for 30 minutes on Monday. 18. But yeah, partly cloudy or mostly sunny through next Thursday.
Yeah,
and then
for
I
me,
decided, I better take a deeper dive at that. And the 20-day forecast from, let me get the ads out of here. For here, we got partly cloudy, mostly sunny, partly cloudy, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy, mostly sunny, partly cloudy, partly cloudy, partly cloudy, partly cloudy through February 5th. Thursday, February 5th. No snow. Knock on wood.
oh, that's what they because they don't know. See, I could be a weatherman.
If there's going to be snow, they got this. They say some percentage, but even the rain is the highest percentage of chance of rain. On the 30th is 11% possibility,
Yeah.
and the lowest is 1%. Possibility of rain. So I mean, and the temperatures are, yeah.
So as a sofa survivalist, I can tell you that every day, and I'm right all the time. The weather, 100% chance of weather. Every day, no matter what.
Hey, 100% chance of daylight and nighttime.
No. It could be cloudy. So therefore, there's 100% chance of weather. Whether it's clear, cloudy, partly cloudy, rainy, snowy, sleet, snow, volcanic, it doesn't matter. I'm right. I win. Yay me.
Yeah. But the thing is, though, I just saw a thing for yesterday. It was in Louisiana. I think it was in New Orleans. Yeah, it was New Orleans. They were showing where the one was it Ocean or O Street, long one there, and he goes, see that little dimple out there, that dimple there. That's where the tracks are for the trolley. And he dug down 8-9 inches down. He goes, here's the track. See, in New Orleans.
What was there? Snow?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
It's like, I now know why they're freaking out in Louisiana and
Florida.
Eastward.
Oh, yeah. Florida Panhandle. I talked to a bunch of people down there today. I was like, going to be cold this weekend? They're like, we don't want to talk about it. One guy's like, bring it. I hate the heat. I'm like, you live in Florida. He's like, I'm from Minnesota. I don't like the heat. I'm like, move to Minnesota. He's like, there's no jobs up there. I was like, all right, I get it. Sorry, dude. Enjoy the cold while you have it. Sorry for the orange crop loss.
Yeah. Jack, Geeky Gardens down in Florida. He had put out a video today showing his garden. You know, temperatures have warmed up because it was out there. All his cats are all out there, and the one trash panda was out there stealing the cat's foods and looking at him, looking at Jack, looking at him. I mean, it was hilarious. Jack doesn't chase him off. He just throws a little extra food out there. But he goes, yeah, we got a couple of days, and I'm going to have to cover the plants, the tomatoes back up again because we're supposed to get some
frost,
hot frost in a couple of days. So he's about halfway down. He's about halfway down.
Yeah, it's going to get cold down almost to Miami, like pretty cold.
Yeah. All right. Tammy Harder says.
Yeah, Midwest winter storm kit, milk, bread, and toilet paper. Yeah, it's everybody's kit. And then the store stock back up, and they don't sell any for 6 weeks.
My daughter called me this afternoon and asked if she could come over and borrow a one of the boxes of Hot Pockets because she didn't have a chance to get to Winco to pick some up because they're $5 cheaper at Winco than they are at Costco or Sam's Club.
Right.
And I go, yeah, I got, I think I got like 6 or 7 of them. I got nine boxes over here for Eli.
Oh, I don't need to buy it. I'm just going to send Eli over there all the time when he wants I want a Hot Pocket. Go to Grandpa's.
Yeah. Sometimes if she has the Hot Pocket for him, he'll calm down.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, yeah, the only thing we stock up, I keep stocked up is Hot Pockets, and I try to keep a good amount in there because I know sooner or later the price is going to jack back up, and if it jacks back up to $15 a box, I got a month worth here before I have to worry about buying the expensive ones.
Does he only like one flavor in particular?
Italian 4 cheese, not the 4 cheese 4 meat. Or the Italian meatball, Italian 4 cheese. That's it.
Too bad you can't like make something close, put it in a box that says Hot Pockets, and give it to him and see if he likes it.
Well, I discovered in a vacuum sealed bag in the other chest freezer a bunch of tortillas that he likes, and I found a frozen package of cheese, grated cheese. So I'm gonna start making quesadillas again for him.
Oh, there you go.
He likes the quesadillas with Tabasco's chipotle sauce on it.
Oh, Rainy.
He likes spicy foods. Number 2 grandson hates spicy foods. 3 and 4, we'll try it.
Yeah.
Half the time they like it, half the time they don't. But if they see Eli eating it, we'll eat it. Or they see Aiden going, it's hot, I don't like it. I'll have some just to poke at their brother.
Yep.
Oh. But my storm kit, let's see. If I have to, I can start eating Hot Pockets. I got
Hot Pockets. Yeah, you're well stocked on taco meat and taco soup and
yeah, exactly. I was going to say, I was just counting. I got 13 quarts of taco meat, 11 quarts of taco soup, and then I have meatballs. I got about 12 quarts of meatballs.
Yeah. I told the wife, I said, the power goes out for more than 3 days.
Yeah.
I said, I can run the freezers on the Jackery, the two little ones. I said, the big upright. I said, I got 315 quart coolers and a deck. It's going to be 4 degrees outside. I said, I'm just gonna make a bunch of trips up and down the stairs, put the stuff in the cooler, and shut the lid and leave them on the deck. I said, then I'm not worried about the freezer. I said, then when power comes back on, I'll put them back in. I said, then if I have to, the two 6 cubic foot freezers, 5s, whatever they are. Yeah. And I said, I can unload one out into tubs, bring it outside, and carry the freezer up and put that outside. And just put it back in the freezer and shut the lid. I said, it'll be fine. Yeah. I said, I'm not worried about losing frozen food. I don't care if this time of year, I don't care if it's a freaking 2-week power loss. Yeah. I said, keeping the house hot, I might actually go fill up the kerosene jugs, which I haven't filled up in forever. I have a brand new Sunbeam kerosene heater I bought on Wicked sale 14 years ago.
Yeah.
With 2 extra wicks. It's still in the box. Never needed it.
Yeah. The chest freezer I have out in the shop, which I have not run any of the heaters out there. I've been going out there bundled up to do stuff. I brought some of the boxes of Hot Pockets in from there. Yeah. And I have a thermometer in there. And I'm looking at it, it's minus how much?
Yep.
It was like a -4 in the chest freezer.
Good.
So it's like,
we're good.
Power goes off. It's that one's going to be keeping cold for a while.
Yeah, and everything else is going to squat in the garage.
Yeah, but I got the Opus B2 with 2 extra batteries on it. There, you know, that'll run the chest freezer and refrigerator in the house here. That'll run it for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
So
that's what they always say. A full freezer's a happy freezer.
Yeah.
Because if the power goes out, I can plug the 2 chest freezers in at the same time to my Jackery. They don't draw that much, even when they turn on. And I can let them run for, 6-7 hours until they're not drawing any more current and they're done. I plug in the stand-up freezer downstairs. That draws a little more. And then the one in the upstairs, I have 4 freezers. One's in my living room. Go figure. That one I could literally unload to the outside. I would just literally drag that thing out the sliding door, put it on the deck, and say, "Yeah, your freezer's outside, honey. You want food? Just open and close the door quick because the heat's off." I just got to fire the
generator in the house.
I got to fire the generator up to make sure the furnace runs because we're on natural gas for that. When the heat pump gets too low, the temperature, it'll automatically fire up the gas.
All right, this is something I wanted to ask you. I keep on forgetting to ask you about it. Have you freeze-dried lasagna?
Okay, so no, I would never.
Okay, because I've seen some of the companies out there say, "Oh, this is our freeze-dried lasagna mix."
No, it's like basically noodles, some ricotta cheese, some seasonings, and sauce, freeze-dried and dumped in a bag.
Yeah.
It tastes like lasagna, but no, okay. Sure. Yeah. If you make a lasagna that you didn't brown on the cheese and you chop it up into a whole bunch of pieces and throw it in the freeze dryer, sure. And then throw it in a bag. It's freeze dried lasagna.
Yeah.
But it's not, you're not going to put it on your plate and cut it with a knife or a fork.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
That's like the lasagna Chef Boyardee. It's just a bunch of noodles and cheese and crap in a can. That's all it is.
Check off. There is on Amazon, you can get a thermometer that sits inside the freezer, and when the temperatures, you can set. Some have preset ranges. Some you can set the range, wherever you have it, so you have when you're set at. That as soon as it gets to that point, the alarm starts. You have a remote alarm sitting outside somewhere in the kitchen, and it starts going beep 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 at you to let you know that something that the temperature is coming up in the freezer. I don't know of anything that's hooked up to the power system that will let you know.
Nah,
the motor died.
Bluetooth, which is dumb.
Yeah,
but I'm sure there's a mechanical one or something that's battery powered that's plugged in. charges all the time, and that has a thermometer inside the freezer. So if the power goes out, it'll still run for another 12, 16 hours or whatever, and let you know if the temperature raised to a point and go off. But yeah, I'm sure there's plenty of things out there, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
go check on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon's got everything. And if all else fails, go to Temu. You can get a cheap one. It may not work. It may not work, but hey, there's a money back guarantee if the apocalypse happens.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it's, the things that people are getting and taking from the stores. I mean, just,
Oh yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. The shelves of all the beans and chili and canned soups and stuff were hardly even touched at the one store. The dairy was gone.
Right.
The toilet paper was gone.
I would love to stand outside my local supermarket with my GoPro and just talk to people and say, hey, are you shopping because there's a storm coming? Well, yeah. What do you mind if I talk? What things are you buying? Well, I bought toilet paper and I bought milk and okay. So we might lose power you might get stuck inside for a day. How much of this do you think you're going to, of the perishables, do you think you may wind up throwing out when, if we're stuck in the house for a day and the power went out for 6 hours, 10 hours? How much are you going to throw out? And, where did you come up with this list of things you bought? Is it because everybody else is buying it? Is it because, you bought a 10-pound bag of rice, a 5-pound bag of black beans, and a whole bunch of canned goods? So how long do you think you're going to last on that? I mean, I can imagine the answers out of people, especially at Sam's Club and Costco and that. They're just, they don't, a lot of people, they knee-jerk react to everything.
Yeah.
Like, something's coming, I got to go buy food. Okay. I mean, I filled my Ranger, I filled the truck up with gas 2 days ago. I don't drive it much. My backup Sable station wagon, I filled that up when I took it out for emissions last weekend. It hasn't driven since. My wife just filled up her Honda, and she's like, and meanwhile, I have a jug of gas that's like, marginal. I'm like, yeah, I'll just dump it in a Ranger. No, I won't, because it's full. I can't.
Yeah.
It'll burn it. I mean, it'll go. It's a stick shift, so if it acts up, I'll know why. But I got 2 jugs of gas I'm gonna go fill up. I already had all my propane tanks. I got 9 propane tanks. They're all filled up. I filled them up last weekend. Yeah. And forget the storm. I just filled them up because they're empty. And I got my generator will run on. I got one small generator that'll run on propane. If I have to cook, I got a propane, little grill outside. I can cook on that. If we don't lose natural gas, I could just light my stove with a lighter. If we lose power, because it has the little click, 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 and electronic, I just light that. Now, if the furnace goes out, if we lose power, I won't get any heat at all. So I'll have to get my 7,500 really big generator fired up. And I already have a plug to plug it in, with 2 of the male connectors on it and a breaker that's always off. And I'll just shut the main off and turn on a few things and fire that up, at least so I run my heat. And I just leave it outside the garage. I'm not in an area where somebody's going to steal my generator. So, whatever. I'm not worried about it. And the wife's freaking out. I'm like, sweetie, I got it covered. I literally, I got it covered. Yeah. We're not going to starve. We're not going to freeze. Yeah. And if you have to go to work, you can walk.
The couple days ago, Daniel at Arms Family Homestead had a picture. They got hog traps down there in Oklahoma that just dropped. They put a feeder out there, dropping corn out, and then drop it remotely on them. They had a parcel of small pigs, pre-teenager pigs type.
Yep.
Over 30 of them caught in the trap.
Nice.
And they still had a bunch that got away.
All right.
And that's what made me think about
They're young and
that.
tender. Oh yeah, they're good to eat.
Yeah. What Chekhov said here. Chekhov, what state are you in? Are you in Oklahoma? Because I mean, they're harvesting pigs left and right down there.
Yeah, the wild boar. Now, they do carry diseases, so you got to be careful cleaning, sanitizing, all that stuff. The meat doesn't. It's on the outside of them.
Yeah.
And they're dirty, and
Yeah.
so, yeah, you got to make sure when you hang them before you do
You wash them with everything.
you got to wash them off real well. A lot of people just use bleach water and just to bleach it out and then rinse it with regular water.
Someone was using a pressure washer to wash them off first.
Yep, and then you cut them up. Because think of this, and I freak everybody out with this. So sorry if you're listening, you're about to freak out. You bought that cantaloupe at the store, and you bring it home. Yeah, you know where I'm going with this, Gil.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're going.
You put it on the cutting board. Well, I don't need to wash it. I'm gonna peel it with my knife. So as your knife is passing through that skin that has all kinds of chemicals, and everybody in the world that was sneezing and wheezing all over it in the store, your knife passes through the skin, which has all the bacteria, germs, whatever on it. You're now smearing that into the flesh, but it looks pretty. So my thought to you is, I don't care what fruit it is. If you're going to peel it, apple, orange, whatever, especially oranges, and squash, anything else, wash it off. And if it's a hard squash, you can literally use hot water and a little bit of soap, just a little bit, to scrub the skin off. That's all you got to do, because you're not going to eat it. You're not going to hurt anything. The soap is not going to absorb through if it's a decent soap. And just a tiny bit, just to break the crud that's on the outside, then peel it.
Yeah.
Because now your knife did not just smear all that bacteria and the chemicals and the pesticides into the food.
Yeah. Even the stuff I grow here and my wife grows there in our yard there in California.
Wash it.
Oh, yeah. We wash it.
Yep.
And when she brings oranges up, she goes, I haven't washed these yet. And so and I know this bucket of oranges, I got to wash them before I start peeling them.
And you can like oranges, hard skinned fruits and vegetables that nothing's really going to absorb through quickly. You can fill your tub up with cool water and just throw it. You only need 2 parts per million of chlorine in there, which is 10 gallons of water and a teaspoon of bleach. That's it. Not the scented, odored stuff. Regular Clorox. Put it in there. Wash your stuff. Take it out. Rinse it off. When it comes out, and you're good. I mean, you may not get all the pesticides off of there, but you're going to get all the bacteria off the outside.
That's right. That's right. You're over near Boise side. Yeah. The
homegrown piggies.
The oranges. When my wife brings up, I got a scrubby sponge. Not sponge, but it's a scrubby bristle thing that you can put soap in it. But I don't put soap in it. I just, if I didn't want soap, I just get a little squirt from the dispenser, get the Dawn on it. But I turn the water up so it's hot water coming out, hot as I can stand it, and I just scrub it really quick, and that thing comes up. Oh man, that thing looks like it was freshly painted. It's so nice, bright and orange.
Yeah.
And then I cut it. It just really just cleaned the outside of it really quick.
If you ever take a knife and just score an orange so you can peel the skin off it, look really closely where your knife penetrated. If you didn't wash it, whatever, and you'll see this white haze form because it's whatever they spray on the oranges to ship them.
Reacts with
everybody's like, oh, it's just wax. No, it's more than wax. Sure, it's a paraffin-based whatever else is in there to keep them from spoiling. But don't eat that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't eat the grapes out of the bag in the store. My kids used to piss me off when they did that. Mom would pick up a bag of grapes, put them in a shopping cart. Now they're eating them. I'm like, please stop eating the grapes. They're not washed. My wife would be like, no, they're fine. This is years ago. No, they're fine. I'm like, no, they're really not.
Yeah.
Just please don't.
So it amazes me every time there's a emergency snowstorm, emergency earthquake, whatever it is. How fast? Toilet paper, milk,
bread,
some other dairies, bread,
peanut butter, jelly.
not so much. No, it's you get to the bread and then the meat section.
Oh, the delis and the meats. Yeah.
The canned soups and stuff are untouched. The peanut butter, jam, syrup, breakfast food, untouched.
Yep.
Why do they need 3 or 4 gallons of milk? Are they just going to drink that, or do they have 20 boxes of cereal at home?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That this is the mindset we are literally surrounded by.
Yeah.
In all directions from everybody, except for the occasional person you see in the store. You're in there buying like ice cream and I don't know, I need a head of garlic and a 5-pound bag of onions, and everybody's buying everything else. I'm online. You look around, you see the other person with like 3 items in their cart. You kind of just give them a look and a nod, and they give you that half smile and a nod because they're like, yeah, these people are messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, prior to December 2019, when I was still living across the street upstairs over there, I hadn't bought this property yet. Upstairs with me, I had 3 of the big packets of toilet paper stacked in the corner. I had 2 bundles of paper towels stacked in the corner. I had 2 packages of the 4 package things of napkins piled in the corner. And I had my little electric kettle up there. I had my big thing of Swiss Miss chocolate, and I had my hot spiced apple cider packets, several big boxes of those. Yep. And it's like I rotate through stuff. I know what happens, and I know what the idiots are going to be going after. And because if the idiots all hit all the toilet paper and stuff, and someone in the house gets the runs, yeah, you can go through several rolls of toilet paper fairly quick in a couple of days if someone has the runs.
Yep.
And so, and then, with kids, with four little boys, it's going to transfer from this one to this one to this one to this one to the parents to me. Yeah. It's going to go through like, Typhoid Mary.
Yeah. So I think Sunday or Saturday before Shadow Show, I may go shopping, but I got to drive like 20 miles to get what I want. I need egg roll wrappers and Napa cabbage because on Sunday, if I'm stuck in the house, I am making homemade egg rolls. Period. I've been dying to do that for a month and a half now. I've done it before. They taste great. And I'm not going to make like 100 of them. I'll probably make like, 12, 15.
Yeah.
And I just need the cabbage. I have the carrots. I have everything else I need. And I just need the egg roll wrappers. I have a pack downstairs, but they've been down there for about 5 years in the freezer. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're worthless.
Yeah. After canning all the meatballs I had in the freezer, I've decided to, and I still got 2 5-pound chubs of hamburger that I picked up again to restock my supply. I was thinking about making some more taco meat, but also I was going to make my own meatballs, and found a decent recipe. It's like 1 pound ground beef, a quarter to half cup of Parmesan cheese, 1 teaspoon garlic powder, 1 teaspoon onion powder, 1 teaspoon salt,
finely minced onions. Yeah.
1 teaspoon black pepper, optional, 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon fresh parsley chopped, and optional 1 to 2 tablespoons water or cream if the mix is too dry. Obviously, since I'm going to be canning it, it's going to be water, or it's going to be broth.
Yeah. And no breadcrumbs.
All right.
Yeah. Take your fucking link. Excuse me. Take your link down.
He went out.
Yeah. Well, take
I had my finger right on the button.
Yeah. Well, too late. You got to see it. So you're gonna have to. You're gonna have to delete this one. That happened to Shadow a couple months back.
Well, that was small. No, I can go in and I can just cut 3 seconds out. But where did I put it? Where did I put it?
So Shadow knows if you don't know him, don't let him in.
Yeah.
Just don't.
He looked kind of familiar, but hey, he looked one of the other guys, but I wasn't sure.
Whatever.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll go in tomorrow, and I'll just go in, and I will. Well, after tonight, I'll make it private. I'll go in tomorrow. I'll take that 3-second blip out, and then put it back up. And this is at what's the time frame here? Time stamp on it here.
You're at 1 hour, and it was about 1 hour 18 minutes.
Yeah, that's what I have. Yeah, so I know where to find it. But then the thing is, he doesn't know who I work for, or I'm associated with. Here's my work hat, dude. Here's my work hat.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. His accent said he's from another country, so it doesn't matter. Whatever. Well, people are idiots.
Yeah, but the thing is, I also got his picture, so we can do. I can have the guys at the office do facial recognition on him.
Yeah, well, whatever.
And Neil loves doing this stuff. On any of the live streams where someone does it, I send it to him. He goes, "Okay, I'll run facial recognition." He gives me a call back about 3 days later. We identified him. We've given the information over to FBI.
They don't care, and you know it.
Yeah.
So
if they're bored, they'll do something.
Future reference. If you don't let them up. Just don't. Just let them sit there and stew in the basement. They'll put stuff in the private chat all day long. Nobody cares.
Yeah.
So just don't do that. Shadow knows better. Shadow's seething right now because he knows what happened to him the last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that dude looks familiar to me.
That's why he emails stuff out all the time.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's much safer that way.
Yeah. But anyways, I was looking. I couldn't find where I put the.
Yeah, it was up in the beginning somewhere.
Yeah. There. Okay, there it is. It wasn't quite that much in the beginning, but yeah. Yeah. I know. And Neil's a little bored. He just got back from his trip to overseas. I'm not gonna say which country, but yeah, he'll love something like this. He lives for this stuff, getting people, nailing them.
Yeah, but what are you going to do to him?
Oh, they'll nail him for what depending on what I saw something to move and I clicked it out. But if it's they can do it for certain pornography things on station things and everything else they can do.
Yeah. Whatever.
But then they can also if they find out who he is, one of the things that if he really likes to have fun doing to him, he refers them to the IRS for a 5-year audit.
Yeah, except
those guys love to do stuff.
I don't think he's from this country, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
Whatever. He's probably watching now, laughing, going, "Yeah, I got one, man. I got one," because that's all they do. They're in their own club. And they're like, they try to get on live stream so they can do that crap. That's all they do. That is their life. They live in mom's basement and they got nothing better to do. And they probably place bets and make a couple bucks off of somebody for doing that because, hey, I got one. Well, good for you. Whoop-de-doo.
Yeah, but they, like I said, Neil is very good at finding people like that. And he'll, like I said, you report him, he'll get pass the information on the FBI. But then he'll also pass it on to the IRS. And his friends at the IRS he has, they're in the same mindset. It's like, oh, let's go screw this guy. Let's call him in for a 5-year audit. If we find one thing wrong, we're going to do a 15-year audit.
Yeah, as long as you got his IP.
And then that gets out into their groups and stuff like, holy crap.
Yeah, well.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, it's but the people responding, freaking out all this food stuff and everything else. It's like, guys, haven't you learned anything from history? Oh, that's right. No, you don't learn from history. You just repeat it.
No, nobody learns. They knee-jerk react to everything. Something's coming in. Everybody else is doing this. I got to do it too.
Yeah. But what was it? Baby wipes are
Yeah, a must.
RMS. Okay.
Yeah, baby wipes or those soft wipes, flushables, whatever.
Oh no, there's no such thing as flushable wipes.
I know that. They call them that.
It's called flushable because it will go down into the pipes and to hang up in the pipes, but it'll go through the toilet.
Right.
And then it'll hang up.
In my Kohler toilet, so will 50 golf balls, but that's besides the point.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I was just waiting to see if the guy would make a comment or something.
Nah.
If he makes a comment, then they can track his email, and then
that doesn't matter. They whatever. I can go on.
But there's stuff that they can do to find out and confirm stuff. But yeah,
unless you're running through a VPN, in which case forget it. Most
of these guys don't pay for the good VPN. They get one of these off market ones. They think they're safe and they're not.
Oh, he's still sitting in the basement waiting.
No, he bounced immediately.
Yeah. Whatever.
Someone who works with my husband just asked us to go in half on sending a pig to freezer camp. Yeah,
that works.
I need to double check with my daughter again because her Rhode Island Reds are so friggin' big and fat right now.
Yeah, how old are they though?
Some of them are only like a year and a half old.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's pushing the flavor limits.
But she has some that are 3 or 4 years old that are still producing eggs. It's like, all right, okay. Produce eggs.
Yeah, they do that, and when they're done producing eggs, they're dog food.
Cat food. Yeah. Hey, the cat's got to eat too.
Yeah, right. If it'll eat it, but okay.
Yeah. So anyways, I'm going to be making making some meatballs here next week or so, and then making a small batch first, a 1 pound batch, see how it works. And if it works good, if it comes out good and everything, I'll have the grandsons come over and they'll snarf it down too with me. Then I'll make a little bit bigger batch and start canning, pints of meatballs.
So if you ever go in with somebody for a half a cow?
My daughter was doing that, and the person backed out. That's why she has one of my chest freezers over there.
Right. Well, this is what I was going to say. If you're going to go in for a whole cow, half a cow, whatever, you need to go to the butcher who's doing it and tell them or ask them, say, so the half a cow, that includes the whole half of the cow, right? And they're going to say yes. Say, great. I want all the bones, all of them, because they keep the bones.
Yeah.
And they sell those separately. Yeah. So if they already said, yes, that includes the half the cow, say, great. How much extra to cut the bones up into 3-inch pieces, all of them, including the ribs, the femur, everything. I want all, and they look at you like, it's like you said half the cow includes everything. That's the bones too. Because they love to keep the bones and sell them for stupid money to people like me who just want the beef bones to make bone broth because they sell them. They put them in the freezer, they pack them up, and they sell them as bone broth. So you don't get the bones.
Yeah.
Unless it's a bone-in rib roast or something like that. You want all the bones. Tell them that. And they generally just kind of grimace and say, okay.
Yeah, the last cows that we had were our own cows. And we took it to Kinder's Meats there in California. We know the Kinders. My nephew went to school with Old Man Kinder's grandson.
Anyway,
and he lived right around the corner from me. The nephew did, and so my dad went. They've known my dad for years because he was one of the cowboys around there that did horseshoeing and everything else too. Took it in there, and he goes, we'll cut it up for free if we get all the bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how that works.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, we got it butchered for free. They took all the bones, and
they make a profit selling the bones.
Yep.
Yep, that's it. And tell them you want all the fat too, because they will keep the good leaf fat, and they will sell that as leaf fat and for making tallow. Yep. So if you got a good butcher, not some commercialized one, and that has like 20 cows in there, and you're just 20 sides or whatever, and they're just cutting stuff up, and okay, well this one weighed 600 pounds trim, so he gets 300 pounds minus the bone, so 150 pounds. And they give you 150 pounds of meat. They keep everything else.
Yeah.
So those are the larger commercial style butchers. You need to find a local one, a good one.
That's what the people that my daughter got the cow from. We know them from church, and she's helped out with Eli a bunch and stuff like that. And she goes, Megan was going to take it to one of the local ones here. She goes, no, we got a much better one. You'll get better cuts, and you'll get, they do a really good job, and we'll take the cow out there and drop it off, and they kill it right there,
right
on site. So, and the guy, evidently this is out towards Aberdeen, which is the far side of the county. And when it came time to pick it up, Megan had stuff going on. She goes, "Can I pick it up tomorrow? I got to do this." And he goes, "Oh, you're April's. Okay, no, we'll drop it off over at April's tonight."
Yeah, there you go.
So because he was coming back in the day, so he just brought it and dropped it all off over at April, and April, brought it over here, and it's like,
Yeah, one of my buddy he got a half a cow. He's like, "Hey, I'm getting a half a cow." This is like 3 years ago. "I'm getting a half a cow. Do you want anything? Do you want the other quarter? Do you want this?" I was like, "No." I said, "Actually, you're half a cow." I said, "Tell the butcher you want the bones." And he didn't even think about it. He's like, "Okay." So he told the butcher, he's like, "And I want all the bones. Can you cut them up in reasonably small pieces?" And the butcher did. It was a good butcher. Cut it all up, and he calls me up. He's like, "I got 70 pounds of bones here in 3 bags for you." I'm like, "Yeah, drop them at Richard's house. I just bought him a freezer. He's got room. Put them in there. I'll pick them up one at a time." And I did. And I made bone broth and all that stuff. And he didn't charge me for it because the butcher didn't charge him for it.
Yep. Cool. Yeah. What was it? Something I saw on Tammy's page, Facebook page today. Somebody was, this lady and her husband had just started hunting, and he got a big old tom turkey.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, "Okay, how do I make the beef broth out of the carcass? How do I do it?" She's asking all these questions on Tammy's page. It's like, yes.
Yeah, finally.
You're on the right page. You're asking the right people and they were telling her how to do everything. And someone said, "Hey, private message me if you have problems." And so, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Tammy Harder said, she asked, I get frozen tallow, all that. So if you have some kind of a meat grinder, I don't care if it's a hand grinder, don't throw the tallow in there in whole chunks or cut it up with a knife. Run it through a grinder. You get like 1,000% more surface to area volume ratio. And when you just put it in a pot on low, and it will 99% of it will melt. And you don't have to worry about chunks and things still in it that didn't melt. Your waste goes way down. I always I grind all my fat on my trimmings when I get a whole beef, not a whole beef, but like, whole roasts and that. I trim all the fat and I run it through the grinder. And now it's like nice and small bits, throw it in a pot or a crock pot and let it go. And it just mostly disappears. Just strain it out and get all the little meat bits that may be left on there. They come out and you got pure tallow. It's great. But grind it first. It's a better bang for your buck. Takes less time too.
Yeah, we got 2 KitchenAid big mixers, and my wife has the
the grinder attachment for the front. Yeah,
and everything on it, so they can use that on either one. And I got the two over the old hand, clamp it down to the table and start cranking.
Yep. Get the kids to do that. I gave up. I have the grinder for my KitchenAid, but it doesn't like you have to cut it up so small and put it through because it's a plastic housing. So
ours wasn't plastic. We got ours 38 years ago.
Okay. So I bought from Cabela's. I got their carnivore meat grinder, which I ground up 40 pounds of chicken in about 9 minutes.
Yeah.
I just cut them small enough and jam them down the hole. Oh yeah. Comes out as little crumbles and it's ironic. The thing's really meant for a lot more usage, but because I use it for 9 minutes, it takes me an hour to clean it.
Yeah.
Same with my slicer, but you know what? I'll never give it up.
Yeah. And just to remind everybody, when it comes to harvesting food, avoid these zombies down here. They don't taste good.
Nah, I have like this wasting disease.
Yeah. The actually, I'm going to look at something here real quick here. Gosh. Okay, so I typed in professional meat grinder and a choice popped up with heavy duty on it.
And where? Amazon?
Yeah.
Okay, Amazon's not going to give you the good ones, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm just I'm looking at the size of these trays. These look like small. These are
Forget
small.
The tray. Go for the horsepower. Mine's a half horse.
1100 watt motor.
Okay, that's Vevor. You can keep that one.
Yeah. This one here is 3000 watt motor, 3-speed, foot pedal, 5 grinding die, 3 stainless steel blades, sausage stuff. Yeah. And this is a little bit cheaper than that one.
Yeah. When I bought mine at Cabela's, I also bought a few extra of the plates with the holes in them and 2 extra blades. And there is a way to sharpen your blade.
Yeah.
And I mean, you buy stuff online, but you may never get replacement parts for it because they come and go.
Yeah.
So I can still go to I bought that thing 6 years ago. I went to Cabela's about 8 months ago. Stopped in, went upstairs just to look. Yep, they still got plates and blades, same grinder. They changed the name, but same grinder, same dimensions, everything's the same. So I can still buy parts for it. And mine's actually the same size as the Hobart commercial one for the big mixers. You can put it in the power takeoff on top. And, yeah. I mean, I paid $600 for mine 5-6 years ago, but it's an animal. I mean, it just sort of the motor noise increases a tiny bit when I put in like a 2-inch by 2-inch by 12-inch long slab of beef.
Yeah.
It's just like it barely moves. It doesn't care.
This here is a Weston Pro 2 horsepower one for $1,212.
Yeah, 200. That's 1,212. 1,212.
Yeah, 1,212. Yeah. So that I mean that's 2.
That's 2 horse. Yeah.
This one here doesn't say what the horsepower. Oh no, I like this. 3,500 watt, but the 2 horsepower is a 1,500 watt.
Mm-hmm.
This one down here for $79 is 3,500 watt.
Yeah.
Ooh, super motor.
You get what you pay for there, buddy.
Yeah. I'm just looking to see if they have if they have. All right. So, this is a big old. No, that's still cheap, but here you go. 2,200.
Yeah.
2,300.
If you don't recognize the name, they put cutesy names: Pro Cut, Pro Grind, Pro this, Energy that, all this good. You know what? Sorry. Amazon is not my go-to place for food service equipment. Good, like stuff that'll last me, I'm not worried about.
Yeah. They
Oh,
Hobart.
Yeah, well, there you go. You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
That
150-pound capacity.
Yeah, that's meant for a butcher shop, and that's not a spiral screw grinder. That is a pressure chamber one. You load it up, and it uses a hydraulic ram to shove the meat through the die. And it's a stainless die. Yes, those are the ones they use in the big. They used to use in the big grocery stores that made their own meat and all that. Yeah, that I mean, sure, but unless you're a business, I don't think that's feasible.
Yeah, or unless you hit the lottery.
Yeah, go to now. I mean, I wouldn't even want it for the lottery. I have no use for something that big. It takes too long to clean it.
Yeah,
go to Cabela's.com and just put in meat grinder. They got like 9 of them.
What's the other big brand besides Hobart? It's on the tip of my tongue.
You got Hobart, Volrath. Shoot, yeah. There's like 4 commercial brand, like old school name commercial. There's a lot of new ones on there, like Continental and stuff like that. Yeah, most of the good ones use the same dyes as Hobart did, so they're readily available. Yeah. I don't know if it's Cabela's now or Bass Pro Shop. Oh, there you go.
Well, it's both.
Yeah, just put in meat grinder. They got like 7 models and 10% off. If you get a credit card today.
Meat grinder, Cabela's meat grinder. Carnivore meat grinder.
Yeah, Carnivore. That's mine. How much is that one going for?
Carnivore. Let's look. Carnivore. Oh,
mine's a 3/4 horse.
500, 600.
Yeah. I got the Carnivore. It has a little drawer in it, which is great. I didn't need anything bigger than that.
Yeah.
And because I'm not doing like 4 cows in one sitting. I'm doing like 40 pounds of meat or 80 pounds maximum in one sitting. And I'm done. I can take it apart, throw all the stainless in the dishwasher, or wash it by hand, put it back together, and put it back in the other room and cover it up. And I'm good.
So yours is what? How many horsepower?
Carnivore. I got the Carnivore.
No, how many horsepower?
It's 3/4. I thought it was half horse. It's 3/4.
Okay, there's the 3/4. That's the half horsepower. There's the half horsepower.
Yeah.
There's the 1 horsepower. Then you go up to the 1.5 and 1 3/4.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta look. I don't even remember which one. Okay, they're all Carnivore. I gotta go look at mine.
Yeah, these are all Carnivore.
Yeah, I think mine's 1 because, wife and I were not messing around. She knew it.
Yeah. So, yeah. Shoot, I mean,
I paid $400 for mine like 5 years ago, so it's I probably have the 1 horse.
Yeah, the 1 horse, or you got the horse and a half.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. The meat slicer is a pain to clean.
Yeah, I have a Hobart meat slicer. I bought a giant. It was some kind of a chicken breast deli thing that my wife was like, "Oh yeah," it was like $2.99 a pound at my Amish market, frozen. Bought it, took it home, fired the slicer up. Actually, I did that last Saturday when I was on Jaren's thing. I actually had to re-zero my blade because the plate was off by like a tiny bit. I took the whole thing apart, re-cleaned it, put it all back together again, and ran the meat through, put it in 1 pound packs and threw it in the freezer in my chamber sealer packs. And Hobart slicer, if you're going to use it for a deli, great. If you're going to use it once every 2 months, absolutely. It's a pain in the butt to clean, and it makes a mess on your kitchen counter. Now I'm just used to it because I cleaned them my whole life. But yeah,
my parents bought a small one from Sears.
Yep.
Yeah, little small one. Yeah, put that on, and you just do a little you buy a ham, and whatever you have left, you run it through the slicer.
Yeah, with the one with the serrated blade. Yes.
You had the serrated blade around on it and stuff. My dad had a magnet he was using at work, and he ordered a new one and put it and made a little handle thing for it. So you just stuck it on the blade. You release it from the backside. You lift that off, so you never touching near the blade. That thing's held on there good.
Oh yeah.
And then you wash it that way. You wash everything out. You stick it back in, tighten it back down, and then and pull the.
My last slicer before this one, I sold it, was a 1712A, the automatic. Mm-hmm. So I could slap the lever. I had 2 speeds, fast and slow. And when I was cooking for guys at the shop, I took a piece of PVC 4-inch pipe, put a bracket on it, mounted it. I didn't drill extra holes in the slicer. I just mounted it to the slicer, the thing that holds your meat. And I would do it on my closed-in deck. I would just sit there. I'd walk out there, but every 2 minutes and drop in onions, to super thin sliced onions. And then I would walk out there. I would pull all the onions out into a big pot, drop more onions in, and run away because the fumes, you just cried. It was just horrible, but it was great. And I would slice 20 pounds of onions in about 3 minutes. It just go back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And just, I'd sit inside the kitchen with the sliding door shut, watching it going, all right, almost there, run out there. Yep. See, even Shadow's sneezing from the smell of onions and he can't smell it. Pull the sliced ones off and then leave them out there to gas off for a little while. Put water in a pot. After you slice onions, if you throw water on them, it helps later. It actually makes them taste a little more. If you're using the Spanish onions, it helps them get rid of that acidic, horrific odor and stuff that you smell. So just, you slice them up, throw them in cold water, and just let them sit for an hour or so. Then you could take them out, let them, put them in a strainer, let them dry or let them drain out, and throw them in, make your French onion soup or cheesesteaks, which is what I was doing. And do whatever. But yeah, water's your best friend with onions.
I heard that you're going to just slice an onion, have it in the refrigerator, so it's cold, and you slice it immediately when you take it out before it has a chance to warm up and start gassing off.
Well, there's that. And breathe through your mouth. It sounds weird. Put a clothespin on your nose. Because when you breathe through your nose, that's when those onion, the enzymes and that get up into your
sinuses
system, your sinuses. That's what makes you cry. It's not getting in your eyes. Wearing goggles is BS. Put a clothespin on your nose and breathe through your mouth. You won't notice it nearly as much. Or put a fan on and have it blowing across it, a small fan, blowing across it, and have an exhaust fan in your kitchen that pulls it outside. And yeah, you're just as good. I actually cut a lot of onions. I throw my cutting board on the stovetop, on the grates, and slice them there with the fan going, just to pull the fumes out. And I've cut probably a couple 100 pounds of onions in my lifetime with both eyes closed. Yeah, sure. Wear a respirator.
You get the one with the that is listed for acids and stuff. Yep.
The Onionator.
The Onionator.
Good times. Well, I'm going to bail here shortly because
it's time to end this here. All righty. Okay.
Hey, Jaron, did you pick a topic for Saturday?
Well, Gil sent me some ideas, and I'll need to figure out which one.
Well, basically, I sent you an idea with sub things to the idea. The idea was teach your youth home skills. In other words, for us in the U.S. to be home economics, like in school. Teach them how to cook. Teach them how to change light bulbs. How to change a light switch when it breaks.
Man.
How
Not all of us have kids that we have to teach that to anymore. They're gone, so there's that.
Yeah, but you teach them the skills that they need to take care of the house, how to cook, how to
Yeah.
how to clean the coffee machine.
Yeah.
But yeah,
he'll figure it out if you gave him a bunch of ideas, and
yeah.
he's got some other stuff floating around his head. We'll figure it out. He'll figure it out about 8 hours before we go live, which is fine.
Yeah.
I always set the stream up when I come back home from work. So
Yeah. All right. So coming up here tomorrow night's live stream on Camp Patton Family Compound went insane as I was digging through the stuff for it. The title is Top 5 Must-Hand Tools for Woodworking. Holy crap.
Yeah, everybody's got their own list. Yeah.
Yeah, but I went through and I found some ones, I got two pages with 3 columns on it for slides of different tools, going through the different type tools and stuff. And it all depends what you want to do for woodworking. But I'm covering everything. I'm covering everything for you tomorrow night on that. Saturday, After Shadows, mine is a 1.5 year winter. What are you going to do? In other words, remember the year without a summer? That's what we're talking about, that type of a scenario. Monday on Camp Patton Family Compound with Tammy, it's going to be what you shouldn't can. Tuesday back here is going to be what is in your get home bag. And then, of course, same type of setup for Thursday night. Yeah. All the stuff we should still be teaching in school, shop and home economics. Exactly. Yeah. So, but yeah, because, I know I taught my kids how to do stuff. My daughter needed to do something over there. I said, can Andrew do it for you? And she goes, hell no, I got to teach him how to do it. But yeah. So, teacher, that was my idea on that one. But yeah, Tammy's right. We should have been still teaching it in school. Absolutely. All right. So everyone, thank you for coming in. We're going to dip out of here now. And remember, stay happy no matter what life throws at you. Stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish like trying to do donuts on the freeway in the snow. Keep adding to your preps, water, food, medicine, clothing, so you don't have to make a rush to the store when there's a storm coming. You have it already.
Yeah.
And look for the good seed catalogs. They should be coming out. Plan your garden for the spring. All right, everyone. Take care.
Have a good night.
Stay safe. God bless.